Oh, and once again, welcome to my channel. So, I guess I should start off by saying, no, I'm not going to take my shirt off, as much as you might enjoy that. I know who you are. And, yeah, no, I'm not taking my shirt off, so that's not going to happen. Other suggestions, not relating to my taking off various articles of clothing, are appreciated, though. So, yeah, I just figured I'd get that out of the way. Um, so, not an exciting couple of weeks. Um, I did pick up Lollipop Chainsaw, and I did beat that, and it was fantastic, as all Suda51 games are, because Suda, I still can't decide, is either a genius or he's the craziest game developer out there. As far as ideas go, he's amazing. Like, there's not a single game of his that I do not love. Gameplay wise, they are kind of, well, they're not always great. Suda51's always been kind of more of an idea guy than a gameplay kind of guy, and it shows in pretty much all of Grasshopper Manufacture's games. Killer 7, Lollipop Chainsaw, No More Heroes, No More Heroes 2. There's a lot of little things that culminate in the gameplay not being so great. Okay? But for all that, Suda's games are really more than the sum of their parts. They're all brilliant, and some people say that, us Suda fans are reading way, way too deep into a lot of this stuff. That all this commentary and stuff on games or, pop culture aren't there. A lot of the pulp culture's there, but the deepness, they say, isn't. And I would disagree. They are deep. It's just, tough to see that underneath the crazy or brilliant game itself. Suda hooked me pretty early. I mean, back in the days of the GameCube, when I was a huge Nintendo fanboy, we were hurting. We were hurting for third party support on the GameCube. There was not a lot of it, and then we got the Capcom 5. I still remember the news that these games were getting released, because it was a huge deal for us GameCube owners. 5 games from Capcom released specifically and only for the GameCube. Now, this was huge at the time. I was just so stoked for them. Oh boy, what did we have? Killer 7, Beautiful Joe, Dead Phoenix, Resident Evil 4, and PN 03, or product number 3. 5 games exclusive to the GameCube. Okay? We did not get all of them. We only got 4 of them. Of that 5 titles I listed, Dead Phoenix never came out. Furthermore, Resident Evil 4 was ported to the PS2 and then to the Wii. So, yeah, kind of sucked. PN 03 was not that great. I would disagree. It's actually a pretty decent arcade shooter, a lot of fun, and the main character was... I'm actually not going to go there. Beautiful Joe was an amazing 2.5D beat 'em up. It's honestly one of the best games ever released. And then there was Killer 7. And Killer 7 is probably the worst reviewed title of the bunch. Generally got around 5, 6s, which in, today's or any review terms, is absolute crap, going from the 3-point scale. But the moment I heard about it and read what it was about, even though it got really terrible reviews, I knew I had to play it because it just sounded like an amazingly screwed up game. And it was. I mean, this is a game where you face down some guy who has infected himself with every virus known to man just to become immune to them all. And then gets infected with something else and which turns him into some dude who has a floating afro attached to his head, and his afro is his weak point. Your various characters were upgraded through the use of blood that you collected from enemies, and it turned out that none of your characters actually existed, and they were all the figments of this other character's imagination. It's a story made, honestly, next to no sense. Apparently a lot was cut from it, and a lot of backstory was released in a book that only came out in Japan. So, if you're in it for story, you're going to be horribly disappointed by Killer 7. That being said, it is a brilliant game. Graphically, it was really unique. Gameplay-wise, where a lot of people said it failed, it was basically an on-rail shooter with some, frankly, crappy little puzzles. And a lot of people found it no fun. I loved it. It basically changed the way I look at video games. Okay? I can honestly say, before Killer 7, I was a huge Nintendo fanboy. Okay? If I would defend Nintendo to the death. And after Killer 7, gaming became what it should have been all along. It's just about having fun and playing whatever the heck I wanted to. You know, review scores don't matter. You know, system wars don't matter. None of that matters. It's all about having fun. And quite frankly, Suda does that for me on every conceivable level. I find his games brilliant. The stories, even if they make no sense, are generally a lot of fun to just, see. And his characters are some of the best in all of video gaming. I mean, the only one where I can barely remember any of them is No More Heroes 2. And that's because I found it to be a lackluster follow-up to the first No More Heroes. But yeah, that being said, Suda51's awesome. Where was I going with this? I wasn't even going to talk about Suda51. I was going to talk about Stargate. But, well, I ended up talking about Suda. So, I'll probably do another video. Probably tomorrow. Because I didn't want to end up talking about Suda, and if I keep going on about Stargate, this video is going to last way too long. It's already approaching 9 minutes. So, yes, enjoy. If you like that, you can start it again from the beginning and enjoy all my ramblings about Suda51 and the Capcom 5 and how brilliant Suda is. If you already think he's brilliant, hopefully you already own every game that's come from Grasshopper Manufacture, because I think they're one of the best out there. Yeah. Thank you for watching my rambling. If you didn't enjoy it, you can always make a suggestion as to what might be more your style. So have a good night, and see you later.